You've been on a few dates, things are going swimmingly, but you just can't shake the feeling she's not as into you as you are her. Or things were going fantastically, but now they're not, and you're wondering, how do you know someone is not into you anymore? The easiest solution would be to just ask, but such conversations aren't always easy. Let's look at 10 signs she's not into you, and ways to handle each. Don't forget to like or subscribe to the channel. 1. She doesn't want to spend time with you. She's busy when you have plans, and, when you do manage to meet up, there's often somewhere she has to be soon. She'll cancel plans and make no real effort to reschedule. If she really was interested, she'd make it happen. If she's not moving heaven and earth to spend time with you, odds are she's not into you. To deal with this, put the ball in her court for choosing the date and time of your next date. If she wants to be with you, she will. 2. She actively avoids touching you. People often use touch to indicate interest and will innocently brush your arm as they pass, or place a hand on your arm during conversation. They'll also try to be close enough that you can touch in return. If that's not happening, or if she was touching you before but isn't now, it's one of the signs she isn't interested. To deal with this, let her decide the level of intimacy and back off any touching you were doing. 3. She's not interested in what you have to say. How do you tell if a girl is not into you? She doesn't think what you have to say is worth listening to. People often feel more connected to people they have things in common with, and, sometimes, those commonalities can be the foundation of a deeper relationship. However, if her eyes are glazing over or she's just making random sounds of agreement rather than being actively engaged, it may be she's not into you. It's possible the problem is the topic, or that you're accidentally monopolizing the conversation. Quiet down and let her talk instead and see if this changes. 4. Her body language is saying a lot, none of it good. Even if she's being diplomatic out loud, you can still catch signs she's not interested by how she moves around you. Does she not make eye contact often? Does she lean away rather than towards you? Is her posture closed off rather than open and relaxed? She might just be having a bad day, but they might also be signs she doesn't want a relationship with you. To deal with this, keep your own body language open and relaxed. There's a chance she might mirror it. 5. She's an unenthusiastic texter. If you're asking yourself, how do I know when she's losing interest? Look at how she texts. Are you always the one to send the first text? Does she takes a while to reply when before it was practically instant? Or she keeps any text short and to the point when before you could talk for hours? It's a pretty good sign she's not into you. To deal with this, resist the urge to blow up her phone. Instead, ask if there's another way she'd prefer to communicate, or times that work better for her. 6. She only contacts you when she needs something. The only time the phone lights up is when she needs a favor, or she's bored. Otherwise, she's too busy to hang out or even reply to your messages. While all of us have busy times in our lives, if she only pops up when it's convenient and never when you want her to, she isn't as into you as you think. She may actually be busy, so decide what your boundaries are and how long you're willing to let this go before calling her on it. 7. She doesn't introduce you to friends or family. For many women, friends and family trump the men in their lives a lot of the time, especially in the early stages of a relationship. Which is why, if you're looking for signs your date is not into you, consider if you've met her family or friends. If she dismisses the idea out of hand, it might be a sign she's not into you. Now remember, not everyone is lucky in their families, so this isn't a red flag on its own. Don't push her, but do indicate your readiness to meet the people she loves. 8. It's all about sex. If she's happy to meet up for sex or have raunchy text conversations, but shies away from more traditional dates, it's possible that she's only into you for your body. To deal with this, clear the air so you're both on the same page regarding what kind of relationship you have. 9. Doing things for her doesn't get the reaction you'd expect. Let's be perfectly clear, doing nice things doesn't guarantee you her affection, and that shouldn't be your goal. That's called entitlement. But take a careful look at how she reacts when you compliment her. Buy her things, or do something for her. If her reaction is an awkward thank you and a forced smile, the odds are it's not secret nerves, she's not into you. To deal with this, dial down the attention until you're surer of how she feels about you. 10. She drops plenty of hints. Does she mention other men she knows? Talks all the time about how work is so busy or wonder how anyone has time for a relationship. These are her not-so-subtle ways of telling you she's not into you. So there you have it, 10 signs she might not be into you romantically, even if she likes you in a different way. Remember, every person is different, and communication is key. If you're unsure about her feelings, the best approach is to have an open and honest conversation. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more relationship insights.